Hello and welcome to the Inspirational Podium here on Support Our Own Online TV. The Inspirational Podium is a global educational platform that aims to inspire and educate people and bring you valuable insight within and beyond the country at large. And here with us today we have Ousainou Gambia. And when I say Ousainou Gambia, I mean the one and only Ousainou Gambia, the man behind the Gambian flag. Wherever you see him, you see red, white, blue, white, green. The activist, the environmentalist. So before we get into things, I would like to ask our wonderful guest, how does he feel being with us here today? Ousainou, welcome to the Inspirational Podium. And how do you feel being with us here today?
Yeah, thank you so much. First of all, I want to send my appreciation to you and the entire team and our wonderful viewers. I think I've been a fan to this. Because when you say support our own, you are talking about the Gambia. When you say support our own, you are talking about the young people. When you say support our own, it's a manifestation of we want the Gambia to come together in unison and harmony for Gambia to them. Right? And when we all support each other as a nation, the Gambia will move and we'll realize the Gambia will achieve the Gambia that we want. So any Gambian or any general citizen should be a fan on anything that has to do with supporting the Gambian people and supporting them. So I've been a big fan. I think at some point, I was giving a profile on your Facebook page and all those things. So and I'm so glad that young people are behind it, posting it, and I'm a big fan. I encourage every Gambian to support this initiative and be part of it. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Ousainou. We're overwhelmed to hear this from you. And then I hope today we will get to learn a whole lot of things from you.
Today is...
and thank you. So our topic of discussion today would be patriotism for national development. And then since the start, when I started meeting you till now, I could call you one of the best patriot citizens in this country here. So getting into things, our first question would be, please, could you tell us who is this Ousainou Gambia that anywhere you are, you see him with this Gambia flag, and almost anywhere I am, I see Ousainou Gambia. Who is this energetic Ousainou Gambia?
Yes, so as the name implies, my name common to everybody is Ousainou Gambia. I'm a climate activist and a civic educator. When you talk about civic education, when you talk about the Gambian flag and how you portray the Gambian flag to inspire Gambians on nationalism, patriotism, and how to value ourselves as Gambians, in unison and harmony. So we come together and make sure that the Gambia we want, we all achieve it together. So roughly, just to give a brief thing, this is all about Ousainou, a youth leader and somebody people say, I'm everywhere, who's everywhere, humanitarian work and everything, a national volunteer too, to make sure that whatever it takes to make sure that, it's an initiative, it's a good thing like what we are doing, contribute more and make sure that we all have a common goal and achieving that. That's what Ousainou Gambia is all about, and that's how I am as a citizen of the country.
Well, thank you so much. We're amazed to hear that one as well. So getting into our topic of discussion for today, could you tell us what do we mean when we say a patriot citizen, please?
Yes, this is one of the key and important questions and important discussion I think the nation should keep engaging people on. First of all, let's look at what patriotism is all about. So patriotism is about a sense of belonging. It's about an act for citizens manifesting or demonstrating the love for country. You love for one country, and how do you do this? You're ready to sacrifice your time, ready to sacrifice your resources, and make sure that the Gambia we want, we achieve it. Not only by saying, but in action. Okay? So when that is patriotism, then that will tell you about who is a patriotic citizen. So a patriotic citizen will be this citizen who will have this sense of belonging, who has this love for country, and who is willing to sacrifice his time, his own resources to make sure that he contributes to national development and achieving a better goal as a Gambian. A patriotic citizen will not say I, he will say we. A patriotic citizen will not say my interest, but he will say our interest. A patriotic citizen will not say my Gambia, but he will say our Gambia. A patriotic citizen will not say my mother or my family, but he will say Gambians. So as a patriotic citizens, whatever it takes, have to move the Gambia forward. That's where you are, and certainly as you can, you have not looked at what will I get there. And in most cases, patriotic citizens, whatever they do, they make sure they have this volunteer mindset, this volunteer concept. If one government is affected, a patriotic citizen is affected. If one government is in the Banjul hospital lying down there, a patriotic citizen is affected, because that sense of togetherness, that sense of bringing the hearts of every Gambian and combining it to your own heart That's who a President citizen is. So you also make sure that whatever will determine the life and livelihood of Gambia and Gambia as a nation of the backward of Gambia, the President citizens have to stand and defend that cause. But your only move will be Gambia problem Sekanam. So in a more discussion, I think we'll talk about a lot of things that we do at Federalism. Yeah. But these things I've discussed about, this is how Federalism is about in a briefly, and this is how a Federal citizen should look like. Okay, before going forward, we have what we call citizen and citizen. Okay, when you say D is the article. When you say citizen, it's very easy to be a citizen. Like you are born in the Gambia, or your mother is in the Gambia, or by descent. Some others even get citizen by naturalization. Others got citizen or just by getting married to a Gambian, you can get citizen. But who is this citizen? That's why the man goes Bankudingo and then Bankudiya. Bankudiya, or the citizen is one manufacturing it by action. Yes, we are born here. It's a simple thing to be born in the Gambia, but what makes you that Gambian, what makes you that particular citizen is to show it by action. That's why I said contributing your quota, your time, your resources to make sure that whatever is Gambia, the development of the Gambia, you invest on it and the nation move forward.
So so talking about investing your time and all of those things, you hear many people will be asking these questions. What is my country doing for me? But I've had others say it should be, what am I doing for my country instead of what is my country? So many people will sit down there blaming the government on the social media. But I guess it's supposed to be, what have I done before I start blaming our own country?
Exactly.
Yeah, that should be a very big question. So we would also want to know from you, what are some of the primary responsibility of our patriot citizens?
The primary responsibility of patriotism, because patriotism, like you said, I just came from what you do. Like you said, what can the country do for me? But you also have to think about what can I do for my country. If you have that mindset, you sit around and say, what can I do for my country? So the primary responsibility of patriotism, first, you need to respect the core values as the Gambians. If you don't know the Gambia, if you're religious, they say, God said, before you can worship me, you have to know me first and worship me. Okay? As a patriotic citizen, your first responsibility is, what are the core values as a Gambian? What are the basic laws of the Gambia? What are some of the rights and responsibilities I should be doing as a country or as a citizen? Now, you know your rights. Now, the right is something that should be given to you by the state. But the responsibility is what you should be giving back to the state. And when you say what you should be giving back to the state, you can filter it down from the community you live, the school you attend, the village you live, the constituencies you live, the region you live, and the nation at a broader perspective. So patriotic citizens go beyond. We start in a narrow perspective and go. So asking about what can we do for responsible patriotic citizens, when you understand these core values or responsibilities, now how do you do it? You practice it by action. Okay, what responsibility of the patriotic citizens is understand the rules and regulations of the country, and you abide by those rules and regulations of the country. Anything that is against the laws of the land, a patriotic citizen, is your responsibility to go against it. Anything that have to manifest that Gambia for everybody, it's a responsibility of a patriotic citizen to go by it. So some of these things that you can do, responsibilities you can do for your community and the nation. Okay, you can sit around your community. First, you have to identify what are the common problems that you are having within your community and the nation at large, and you try to involve bring initiative. Maybe that have to do not be okay now, but how can you bring efforts together with community and make sure you solve that problem? Okay, we talk about littering everywhere. We talk about environmental destruction everywhere. We talk about waste everywhere. A patriotic citizen is this citizen who sees litters everywhere in your community, and you say, look, I have to bring youth together, I have to bring the community people together, sensitize them about waste management and how we can keep the environment clean. But not only talking, but you lead the process. You start balancing the environment, and everyone will see. Today, you start sweeping your compound gate. Tomorrow, the next girl in the next house will also act something. Even if she's not act, the mother will start, everybody will start. Yeah, and I just do so you get he do this and this. So that means you are doing your responsibility as a citizen. What can you also do? Civic awareness. A patriotic citizen go around like we do the Gambian flag, talk to citizens about what their role, what their responsibilities as citizens, what can we do and what can we not do. A patriotic citizen makes so in any national initiative, despite your political affiliation, despite your tribal difference, despite your religious difference, anything that have to do with a national initiative and for the Gambia to move, It's a responsibility for the citizens. You come and be part of it. Whether you are called or you are not called. Remember they me a call, like for instance, yesterday I was in Banjo. I had a cleaner, they are doing good stuff, cleaner, the mayor and the whole team, the mayors and the whole team.
Yeah.
You go there, everybody go there. So some of these are basic responsibilities for the citizens that you can do. We use cleaning as an example because waste management is in the country.
Yeah.
Okay, collaborate with people like the national place. They will come there, working together in unison and harmony. Okay, if there's any issue, now we are in the rainy season. What can we do for the community? What can we do for the country? We have to contribute and make sure that we fill the loopholes in the streets and make sure that citizens have this easy access of riding with their cars in the streets. Okay, we make sure that the gutters are clean and when water come, have clear access to do that. So all these are initiatives, national initiatives that a president can embark on. And there are many lot of things. When election is coming, what is your role as a president? You cannot sit and say, okay, this ISS role is to do border education, or this is the National Center for Civic Education is their role for border education. You alone in your community, you can go around the compound, talk to people about election laws, election policies, what they should do and what they should not do, okay, and all those things. So basically, in a nutshell, anything that has to do with a national issue, put politics aside and you make sure that you contribute. Like I said, contribute your time. So that there is a time. Waste your time in doing it. It's not a waste of time. So that there you need to pay your own fare and go and meet people and go and do this. So terrorism is a lot of sacrifice. Other countries, people have become terrorists because they fight blood to make sure they build something for the country. Here we are not fighting. They are asking you, okay, your little dollars you have, you can invest in this, you can do it in this, you can do it in this. So those are the rules of a citizen. So in a nutshell, of that any good thing that can give a Gambia a good name, whether internally or beyond the Gambia, any initiative that can bring impact in the life and livelihood of every Gambian, any support you can do, the woman, the girl, the child, and don't segregate anybody. Whether they are children group, women's group, child group, the gardeners, the farmers and everything, go and support them and make sure that if they succeed, don't say that they are the one succeeding, but you have to look at the broader perspective. It's the nation that is succeeding. Today, when they talk about Mariatou in the international level, I should be proud of that. The Gambia, Mariatou School is a Gambia. So that's how the political citizens will contribute to national level. And one thing is very important: respect the opinion of your other citizens. We have our difference. People have divergent view. People have other view. But as citizens, you understand that we do things in peace and harmony. The Gambia will move. I hope I have given you what some of the things the federal citizen can do.
Actually, what you said is definitely right here. Let's say, for instance, we Gambians, I think what really disturbs us the most is politics. We focus too much in politics and forget what we are supposed to do.
Exactly.
Tribalism here. So I believe when it comes to national development, we really need to invest. We invest time, invest money. Some people will die for their country, but here, even if you have a organization that you are supposed to build, it's very difficult to build that organization. Some people will ask you, let's do contribution, but they will feel like, no, we are not going to do this contribution. Why? Because at the end, it's not going to benefit me. But indeed, you don't know where the organization is going to end.
Exactly.
It's going to benefit us.
And what is more important in this, like if you have an organization today, even you impact a life on one Gambia, like one child, you have an organization who is supporting children, or kids. You invest on one child, that child tomorrow can become a doctor and come and save your life. You yourself, or save the life of your people. So that's why if you support one Gambian, you are supporting the Gambian as a whole, because that Gambian, you don't know who the person will be, and tomorrow, what support or what benefit can that person be for the country, for the global. And you mentioned something here that's very important. This party politics is deterring us from our civic responsibilities. For instance, in the Gambia, clearly, if the ruling party organizes an activity that is clearly for the best interest of the country, sometimes if I belong to a particular oppositional party, I feel like this is about this party, I will not go there. And also, if an oppositional party also commit an initiative that have to do with supporting Gambians and all those things. If you say that a ruling party, I will like, no, if I support them, that means I'm supporting oppositions. So that's how, that's the thinking that we have to stop. So the thinking should be, what is happening? What is the end product? What is the impact? So you look at the greater goal. If it's for the Gambia, I don't care about whether a party A or party B more organized or party C. But as far as what they are doing is for the greater goal of the country, I have to. Who tell you that if MPP organize a cleaning exercise here, Ousainou should not join them? Who tell you that if UDP organize a cleaning exercise here, I should not join them? Or PDOS or other party? Because that cleaning exercise, if the city is clean and we are healthy, the health is not going to buy. It's health for everybody.
Indeed.
So I think we need to understand what is party politics and what is national development.
So I believe we would have been far ahead of where we are today.
Yes.
We were working really together.
Yeah.
But because of these differences that we bring between us, so it's giving us a whole lot of challenges.
Exactly.
And we are not getting where we
and it's an open secret that everybody see.
See. So Ousainou, this will take me to I would say some of the things that really defines you, which is the national flag and then the national anthem. So let's get into that.
Into those things,
How do you think people really take the national anthem to be? Did they really respect the national anthem and the Gambian flag?
Yeah, I think this is one of the important issues that we can engage as a country. You see, the national flag, the national anthem, the national pledge, plus the national code of arms. I call this as those cornerstones. Now we are all westernized, but before, when our mothers are cooking, they have these stones that they put the pots and cook. So I call this as the cornerstones that if every Gambian understand them and we value them and respect them, it's a gateway for us to cook whatever delicious food we want on them for the Gambia to move. Now let's start with the national pledge, and I want to bring them how we fuse them together, and you see the language they all speak together, okay, and how it can assist us as far as the Gambia is concerned. Now, look at the national pledge. National pledge says, it even answer the question that you asked when people ask party politics and all those things. The national pledge says, it is the combination of government and people working together in unison and harmony. So when you say combination of government and people working together in unison and harmony, the government is the president and everybody working with the government. The people are the same people working at the government. Whether you are in opposition and all those things and all. So the place said working together in unison and harmony, because the country has to do with the government and people. But the place said working together in unison and harmony. What will that cost? He said that will lead us to achieve the progress that we all desire. So it's important when people come together, irrespective of their party difference, irrespective of their religion, irrespective of where they come from, and they work together in unison and harmony, it will bring us, we'll achieve what we want. What do we all desire? So the question is, what do we all desire? We all want the Gambia for all of us, the better Gambia for all of us, the Gambia we want, the Gambia we can all be proud of. That's what we all desire. But the place said, if we want to have what we all desire, what can we do? He said, we must stand together as one people, with one goal, and move forward as one nation. And when they say as one people, did they say as NPP or as PDP or as DDC or Beninga or so? They say as one people, and not only as one people, but with one goal. The goal is put Gambia model. That's the goal. Yes. And move forward as one nation. But the pledge also warned and said, if we insist on pursuing our personal goals, that is, man MPP la lila def, man UDP la lila def, personal goals, okay, man director la lila def, I not even work with my permanent secretary or my minister la, personal goal, without keeping our collective objective. What is the collective objective? Collective objective is for Gambia modern, for the Gambia to move. He said, indeed, we shall be divided and we shall fall, and that's what we are seeing the Gambia now. People are just doing personal goals. Ousainou is still in public property, because Ousainou is not thinking about the collective objective. I'm doing my personal goal. That is to develop myself and my family and my community.
One of the biggest problems we have right now.
So if people understand the national pledge, we said, okay, I'm not invest in personal goal, but collective objective for the Gambia to move. And now, that brings back to the national anthem. The national anthem, there's this part that's called, we pledge our firm allegiance. The anthem, what pledge is this talking about? It's talking about the pledge we pledge in the national pledge. We pledge our firm allegiance, our promise we renew. National pledge, a pledge is just like a promise, a national promise. What promise do you want to renew? The promise is working together in unison and harmony. So you can see how the national anthem is supporting, is backing the national pledge. Okay? And the same thing, the same national anthem is preaching and praying for us. Okay, that women don't. When you said this issue of at some time when you talk about tribal difference, you even had even kids about your mom Gambia, your mom fee, your mom fee. But if somebody asks you who owns the Gambia, the national anthem have answered the question. For the Gambia, our homeland. You remember I said a particular citizen did not say I, but you say our. Okay, and we. Okay, when the national anthem says for the Gambia, our homeland, that our, did they say the serious homeland? No. Did they say UDP homeland, MPP homeland, or GDC, or Bainungas, or Jolas, or everyone? I said our homeland. And it went forward and said, for the Gambia, our homeland, we strive and work and pray. It did not say you strive and we keep and watch. No. It said we strive and work and pray. So us coming together, as the place said in unison and harmony, is it not striving together? Yeah. And we work together and we pray together? He said what will happen? That all men live in unity, freedom and peace each day. The pledge also said working together in unison and harmony. So you can see how they are interconnected. Let justice guide our action. It is preaching. Okay? Now you go back to the national flag. The white in the national flag is talking about what? The peace. You see the working together in unison and harmony in the national pledge. And it's back in the national anthem. The flag also brings the peace back again. The unification. Okay? And the flag go in an extent to tell us who we are as Gambian, how we are all collectively belongs to one nation. When you talk about the red in the national flag, it's just people like, hey, the flag stand for sunlight. But what is the deep meaning? The sunlight is telling you, the sunlight is here for any political party or any tribe or anything. Really. The sunlight is here for every Gambian. You talk about the river, the blue is what? The river Gambia. Does it say river Jola? No. Does it say river Mandinka? No. Does it say river MPP? No. Does it say river UDP, river GDC, or river Torana? No. It said river Gambia. So if people understand this thing, they'll see how the flag bring us, unify us together, and the national anthem and the national symbol, the national pledge. The green is what? Agriculture. We say agriculture is the backbone of the country's economy. Yes. When agriculture moves, it doesn't move for any tribe, it doesn't move for any political party, it moves for everybody. Yes. So you see all these things, the flag, the pledge, the anthem, they all speak the same language and they back each other for citizens to understand and have that sense of belonging. You jump, you first jump, you unite, you make a banner, bolo make it together, and we said, if we all believe in what we said in all these three documents, the Gambia will move. That will lead us to the national coat of arms. What is the motto in the coat of arms? It says what? Progress, peace, and prosperity. My friend, if what the national place said, working together in unison and harmony, and the national anthem, we all decided for the Gambia is our homeland, never make a banner. We are all the same people. We should all work hard and pray. And the flag also said for this thing, the red is for all of us here, the agriculture is our backbone and all those things. What will happen? We'll have what the national coat of arms said. Yes. We'll have what? Progress. And when we have progress, we not only progress, we'll progress in what? In peace. You cannot progress without the peace. Yeah. And he said, when you progress with peace, what will happen? There will become what? Prosperity. The place said that we all desire. We all desire that prosperity. We don't desire that better Gambia. We all desire a Gambia where you go to a health sector. You have the health sector you want, best education you want, best thing. So these national symbols, they are core values that if we really know their deep meaning, you live here. Today, you see politicians here. The role of the government is a classic that local governments and the central government are in a fight, class. Because of what? They are not working together in unison and harmony. To me, they have to go and sit and listen to what the place says. So if we understand that, they say, bro, if there is time for Gambia, put your politics here, I put my party politics here, we work. When you work, we see progress, what you all desire. After, you go and drink your attire, I go and drink my kinkiliba, this one go and drink your onyo, this one go and drink your tea. Yes. Okay, tomorrow we say, what happened? Okay, there's a work we need to do there. What is the work? It's a national work, yes. We come together, pack your kinkiliba, I pack my attire, you pack your this, we all go and do the work. So that's what the pledge and the flag and the anthem. And you talk about what the Gambians respect it. We don't respect this thing. But the things we are doing, if I respect the flag, I will not insist on pursuing my personal goals. Like a director or a minister or permanent secretary or even a politician who is in the party oppositional side working in government. I said, I want to undermine government or I want to do things for myself or directors I understand. Then you will not do it if you understand the pledge. You will not do it if you understand the national anthem. you pledge our family day. Because what you think about, this girl, the last girl in the last village, the last child in the last village is a Gambian like me. If I take this money, it's affecting the last Gambian. That's what I said. A Peruvian citizen don't say my family. Every Gambian has become your family. If you cry, I cry. If you smile, I smile. If you shout, I shout. We feel each other's pain. We celebrate each other's victory. We cry each other's sorrow, and we embrace each other's achievement. That's what we can do collectively as Gambia. But before you do that, we have to understand all the symbols. We respect them. Like yo, most of the last anthem you go race, people are sitting down, standing.
No. This is
you pass a police station.
Yeah.
Police will be raising the national flag. And people are just following like no one's business.
Yeah.
You heard national anthem beating,
Nobody
a song of
does.
the national anthem. People don't even care whether you stand or not.
That's because I think they don't understand.
Yeah, they don't understand these values and this meaning.
They don't understand.
Understand? You heard about national pledge. People are in this country up to master's degrees level, PhD degrees. Go and make a survey, meet people in the street with your camera. Can you read the national pledge? People cannot read it. Okay, tertiary institution, go there. People cannot, because we don't see the value in it. We don't respect. That's to answer your question. We don't respect that. Okay, the Gambia flag. You go to institutions. The Gambia is the country. You go to public institution, you will not see the Gambia flag there.
Yeah,
you go to our schools, you will not see the Gambia flag. Yeah. In Senegal, as an example, even the Francais school in Canada here, you go there, you see the Senegalese flag flying there. Okay? Every school you go in, the gas mask inside, you will see the Senegalese flag. It's teaching people something. Imagine if people, student in assembly, if the national flag, if I go to school and we are raising the national flag, and we sing the national anthem together, at that point, every child feel that Gambianism. Nobody even know which grade they belongs to. Grade 9, grade 10, 11, 12. If we are singing the national flag for the Gambia, our homeland, and the phrases, it brings everybody's heart together. That's what these symbols do. So it's only when we embrace them, we respect them, we know its values and this meaning, we will still be, we will not still have the Gambia we want.
Yeah, so now I think what people should do is to go and read and understand the meaning of the national flag, the national anthem, and the pledge.
Yes, and the lesson in it.
And so that we'll be able to act. But if we don't, we wouldn't really understand. So Ousainou, this will take us to the other question that we want to know today. How do you think, when it comes to comparing your own country and other country, how is patriotism? What are the differences?
It's very far. It's very far. You go, okay, people, maybe I'm lucky to travel to some countries within Africa and beyond, and those, our viewers also, some of them are living in a diaspora, people live in different countries, people will go and come, but if you go, you see how people behave in their country and how we behave here as Gambians. That even brings back, so you go to other countries, our neighbors here, go to Senegal, you will not go to any important institution in Senegal. Especially a government institution in Senegal, you don't see a Senegalese flag raised there. That is a sense of belonging. This flag is here for everybody. Whether you are opposition or whether you are a ruling party or whether you are a Jola, whether you are a Senate or whether you are, as far as the flag is signified that this home here, this ministry is for all of us. And we should all protect it, we should all respect it, we should all have access here, we should all have what we want here. Okay? So people, they made their mindset. Okay, these Senegalese, they have this common, say they get Senegal reg. Yeah, Senegal reg. Yeah, that's why sometimes at some point, then they forget the new head. While for them, if you are a Senegalese, you are so important. Yeah, if you are a Senegalese, you are an extraordinary citizen.
So how do you think we should instill these values in our own people?
Yeah, that is like what we are doing today, to talk about these issues. Going to schools like today, I'm from the youth movement for civic education. We talk to kids, and now I'm glad that the Ministry of Education have civic education in school, where it's compulsory. People have to learn about their nation. People have not only learn about their nation, but understand their nation, and not only understanding about their nation, but to act on what they understand about their nation. If we all act together, even within 1 year, we all decided, okay, we put our difference together, we act together, we'll see a development that never happened in the country. During the COVID time here, When the country was in a state of confusion, everybody japolande. You see Gambians buying food, Gambians going to hospital, donating, Gambians doing things for Gambians and all those things. You understand when Ramadan is here, when this religious feast, Ramadan or Christmas, you see how people support each other and all. You can only, if you look at those, you can understand. You see Gambia, this thing, if you continue doing it year round to make sure, okay, it will move. So if you go to other countries, you see that their citizens, they make them believe that and our country is better than any other country in the world. Suñu flag bi dañ ko war a fonka. Suñu country bi dañ ko war a sell. Dañ war a participate in national development. America will say what? The America first. The Senegal will say Senegal. While Gambia is so sad, it's the only country will say Gambia to them. You talk to people, do Gambia to them. Gambia to them. Why are you bringing kids in this country? Gambia to them, you get married, you get dumb, you say, roll you're going to do them. So you are bringing your kids in the hand. You can do them. Why are you going to school in a country that you think you do them? But then there's no future. So these are the mindset that we should clear off in our mind. You form them. Then be jailer, so we have to have that thing, and you have to do it a person. It's not all patriotism. Don't only see Ousainou, red, white, blue, white, green. That's nothing. Patriotism is not about Ousainou come my go, but you have to do it in action. Action speaks louder than the voice and inspire.
Okay, and if you were to call two people in this country a very let's say a patriot citizen, who are those two people?
Yes, first of all, I have my senior mother, Uncle Humble Vicente.
Oh, wow.
You see Vicente Gomez? He's one of the people who inspired me about this flag thing. You know, Ousainou, people know Ousainou about, hey, Ousainou flag because of it comes the hype and all those things. But he's the one I've been seeing. When he so tired, when he talk about the Gambian thing, when he promote the arts and culture of the country and all those things. You know, I was like, okay, this guy, you know. So understand. So we build from where we are, and I thank God when we start making this thing, then listen mom, you know, bro, you know what? We have seen you doing this. And you motivated us, even though we are moving it to another level, but you are the inspiration. So listen that today, if you gave me a national award, if the president say, Ousainou, I have a national award, I want to give it to a citizen, and I want to give it to you, I say, no, it's not me, it's Vicente who deserves the national award. And for him, he has been supporting every Gambian initiative, irrespective of, currently he's at phone, he's supporting the FAT festival. Tomorrow you'll see him at anywhere. So he don't care who you are, what he cares is, you are a Gambian. So Vicente is that one patriotic citizen I can recommend to everybody. Okay? Another patriotic citizens I will recommend in the Gambia, I'll put them in a group form. The Gambian women. Okay? Gambian women are so patriotic. They live with their sweat. And when I say Gambian women, it's before you know what I'm talking about, how patriotic Gambian women are and what they are contributing in national development. Go to Serekunda Market as early as 3 a.m. at night. That's why it pisses me off when civil servant says, I'm late to work because of traffic. Yes. Bro, the woman you are spending, the ladies you are in the same house with, they live behind Brigam and they're in the Serekunda Market as early as 3.
Yeah.
And civil servants are telling me that I cannot go to Banyan because of traffic.
Yeah.
Okay? And when you talk about women, bro, I will also do justice to say the award should be given to the rural women.
So congratulations.
Yeah, the Gambian women. You go to the Gambian women, rural women. Go to Kiang and see what the Teresa women warriors are doing with the Gambian women. You see women in the forest, women doing this. So I will be sent as my patriotic citizen, and collectively the Gambian women, they are the backbone of the country.
Congratulations.
Agriculture is no more the backbone. The women are the backbone of the country.
Alright, so congratulations to us, and this will almost bring us to the end of our program. And so before we take a leave of you, we will also want to know what are some of the challenges that you really facing as a patriot.
Yes, okay. Again, I'm a patriotic citizen. I'm trying. I think, like we said, patriotic citizens have to have this voluntarism mindset. You know, I talk about that. That is, you're contributing your quota and all those things. Sometimes you are doing certain things, people think that you're I'm no living. Comme ñu gis la tey yaa si goota bi yaa ngi clean goota bi tey yaa si tree planting bi yaa si mangrove bi yaa si lifin kii moom dafa am time dafa am time so people will brand you, they'll tell you all sort of name, but that should be your weapon of inspiration. People will think that you don't have any relevant things to do, that's why you are doing these things. Because in the Gambia, what belongs to everybody, nobody cares about it. Public property or public things is not cared about everyone. Even this littering we are complaining about. Ousainou will litter in the street, but if you go to Ousainu's house, my house is kept clean. I'm cleaning my house.
Yeah.
So if you are doing something that, because the mindset is what belongs to the public is Bulanchancha.
Yeah.
So if you are trying to fix that, people think you have time. So they will tell you all sorts of what, they will label you, I am mom. Sometimes, there was a time, people tell me that, hey, Ousainou KMC come because they see me clean the street. Okay, Ousainou tree planting and all those things.
Yeah.
But I tell you, when I start traveling, going out, they see me entering plane and come. They say, bro, you see that cleaning you are telling me? Ousainou cleaning, Ousainou balik, Ousainou this, Ousainou tree planting. That's what is taking me this far. Ousainou flag and all those things. So people will label you, and that should be your strength. People think you have time. In fact, sometimes your family members themselves, they think that you should go and look for a better things to do. But imagine, you are going to school, and you force it with voluntary service, you force it with national development. In fact, it's interpersonal development for you. It's preparing you are even preparing yourself so that tomorrow, if you handle public position and probably what, now the heart is always there. Whether the salary is not good, whether the salary is good, and you will not steal whatever doesn't belong to you, because you were doing it with your own pocket. So activism, you cannot fake it. It has to be consistent. They go like this, ruin direct, or people, okay. Some people can come for opportunity. You want to have opportunity. If you have opportunities, you are done. But what is important is the consistency, and we do it with heart, with sincere honesty and genuineness. So the challenge you have, resources sometimes, the activities I do, or I do with people, the people I do the activities, we contribute our own money. We do it. So it's a challenge. You have to contribute your own money and do it. You have to pay your own fare, go as far as where you are in the Gambia, in the rural Gambia, and do those things. So all those are challenges, and all those things. Sometimes you look for support from other people, they give you with conditions. Okay, but I can support you. Saying you are doing good, I can support you. But before we can support you, you have to come. So they'll tell you something that is not national issue. That is their personal or that issue. So for me, I don't do it. That's why that's a challenge that you have to do. Invest some of the things your personal resources to do, a lot of things that you are doing. But alhamdulillah, the little thing that you are removing from your pocket and doing is showing a greater impact, and every Gambian are appreciating it. Every Gambians are. That's the reason why your people gave me a spotlight on your Facebook page. So those are the things that keep us moving, and those are the things that will always keep us moving, and we will never relent until we see that Gambia we want. Then your Gambia, this country shall move.
So it means anything that you're doing, you really need to take on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So Ousainou, give us your last word. Give the audience your last word.
Yeah. So the last word is for Gambia is our homeland. We are the use of this land. We are the cream of this land. So nobody should stand like an island, but together we make the Gambia a peaceful and a most developed land. Dekabia, Nyoko Boka. Let's Japalante, Numunyalante. We can have our difference. Sometimes we can even argue. But when we come to Gambia, we have to bring our hearts, our minds, our everything together and make sure that in our Gambia with them. So whatever we are doing, we have to look at the end product. Now, national interest is a common thing in the country. Anyone who does not is a national interest. But now, look at the common goal. What Ousainou is doing, what impact does it have? If the impact Ousainou is doing is not his personal impact, but it's a collective impact for the country to move, you have to go and support Ousainou. Let's support each other, like we are doing. Support your own. We have our Gambian entrepreneurs here. We have our Gambian women here, doing Ghana and all those things. Anything that have to do with Gambian, anything that have to do with portraying Gambian outside, to make sure that the greater goal of the country, we should all come together. Politics is here. Bro, the citizen, like I said, we need to have the right, everyone have the right to vote and to vote for, to support whatever we are. So let's value each other's opinion. Understand this defante of character assassination and all those things we said away from. I know one day we'll have a special discussion with regards to politics and all those things. So I make some difference even in media. That doesn't mean if you meet in the street, you should not greet each other, we should not come together and be one Gambian also. So that Gambian, one nation, one people should not be by mouth, but it should manifest by action. And if we do that, this country will move. And me, Ousainou, I want to assure you all of that. Whether you believe it or you doubt it or not, this Gambia, did not them. And we will do it together with the genuine citizens, and the day will come. Everybody will be proud of the Gambia, even diaspora, anywhere, whether you're a Gambian or what, everybody want to call Gambia a home. Everybody have give up the country. Let's not give up, let's come over. Dembe attack, while you're there. but the Gambians will move.
So Ousainou said Dembejela,
Yeah.
So together when we work, inshallah, we will see a better Gambia,
Gambia
that we all want to see. So thank you so much.
Yeah, and thanks to the viewers. My boss is in Manjang. Yes, Mr. Manjang, you know, bro, a genuine citizen is only real that recognizes real. And a Punega music biti. Muslim is face to face, but he's trying to promote young people, trying to support young people, trying to bring together. That is part of federalism. So you get him go, you send up what he is doing, and every government, that's what we are doing. I know a lot of governments are doing it, so if you all keep doing that, so we thank Manjang and the entire team, you know, behind this thing. And as for me, I also assure that whatever you need me, not only in the whether work or voluntary or any other things, I'll give my time because we have to support people who are supporting Gambians, and that's what we are doing.
So everybody can see how energetic.
And I told you that I need more time for interviews. So okay.
So we will be giving you more of this kind of things, inshallah, as time goes on. And thank you so much for being here with us today. And thank you, viewers, for watching us. Don't forget to follow our Facebook and YouTube page. Bye bye.
God bless the Gambia.